Oh, we're live.
We're live.
I had to fix something. It was we were clipping when I fired it up about 10 minutes ago.
We were clipping?
Yeah, the on the bottom left it said that we were getting stuttering issues.
Uh-oh.
It was dropping like 20% of the frames.
What'd you do? You just like restart?
I just restarted the whole computer.
Oh, it's good now though, right?
It looks like it's good now. We're not getting any of those errors.
All right. Well.
So, but if any errors or jittery or stutteringness will happen, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll let us know.
Yeah, they'll let us know. So what's up, man? How was your Christmas?
It was pretty good, man.
It
was pretty good.
What'd y'all end up doing?
Nothing. We just stayed home. Just had, family time. Quality family time. As far as playing any games, I actually didn't get to play any games at all.
You didn't play any games?
Yeah. HFD, Division
office
Matrix.
Is dead as mine.
No, we're slammed, dude. We got mad work.
It's pretty busy right now, yeah.
And surprisingly, we've got we've got customers calling us too, so they're busy too.
Yeah, all these customers pretending we didn't just have 2 holidays.
Right.
Like, come on, man. I'm still getting back into things. Give me a minute.
Yep.
But well, that's good. So, do you guys do like Christmas? Do you guys do it like Christmas Eve, or do you guys do things on Christmas Day?
Both.
Do both?
Yeah.
Like, when do you like open like all the presents? Like, when do you do like the Christmas event, or like you open presents under the tree and all that stuff?
We do most of it Christmas morning.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, yeah,
oh man, I see it's skipping frames again. Division Matrix. Are you noticing if there's any like skipping? That's saying skipping 16% of the frames.
Uh-oh. That's a lot of frames.
Mm-hmm.
We need those 16%.
Very weird. Well, let us know.
Okay. Well, we're just going to keep on going then. Yeah, I mean, I did the same whole crazy Christmas frenzy I do every year. I go to my girlfriend's Christmas on Christmas Eve.
Uh-huh.
But usually it's in Miami, so we gotta drive all the way to Miami on Christmas Eve.
Did you do that this year too?
Not this year. Luckily, they did it in Naples this time. So Naples is closer to the end destination, because the end destination is my parents' house in Fort Myers.
Okay.
We gotta be there by Christmas morning. They usually open presents in Christmas morning, like 8, 9 a.m., something like that.
Oh, it's a hectic schedule, man.
It sucks. It's yeah, it's a lot nicer that I was in Naples this time, because usually it's in Miami. It's like, man, we get there, so they open and they party late too.
Uh-huh.
Like, so they don't open gifts and stuff until like midnight.
Yeah.
And so we don't actually leave there until like 1 a.m, and then I have to drive 3.5 hours to my parents' place so we can be there in time for Christmas morning. It's a mess. It's something that we talked about. We're like, man, maybe we should just do one or the other, like alternate years or something. But it's just like Christmas is like, we do that with other holidays, but I guess for us, Christmas is just like, neither of us want to miss our family's Christmas,
Right.
So we're just kind of like bite the bullet every year. But
yeah,
it is annoying. As far as games, I haven't really played much either. I've been just constantly moving and stuff. I mean, like, from the time that I left work on Monday to basically the time that I got home on the 25th, I was constantly traveling, basically. Just traveling, being with family and stuff, so I didn't actually get any time to, like, just kind of chilling and playing the games until, like, last night. I was playing a bit of Monster Hunter World because it was $25 on Steam. It's still $25
we mentioned that last week too. Yes, that was on the sale.
So
yeah,
I'm still playing that one. It's really fun. I like it a lot. Trying to get the boys into it so we all hunt monsters together. Deep totally bought it, but then he like played it for like a couple hours and like that's it. Because I don't know, it's a sale right now. He's just buying up a bunch of games so he can't like play one game for a little while. Now he's trying to buy something else. I'm just like, come on, man, one at a time. Anyways, I guess we'll intro. Hello, good morning, and welcome, gamers. We are FPSGuides. Our goal is to bring the gaming community together with reviews, guides, news, and clutch plays. In addition, we talk about juicy rumors, controversies, and random topics of discussion. Here you'll find some facts, some opinions, and a whole lot of lame jokes. If you like what we do here, be sure to check us out at FPSGuides.com and follow us on social media. We stream this podcast live every Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time at twitch.tv/FPSGuides. For all you listeners out there, FPS Guides Podcast can now be found on Apple iTunes Podcasts, Google Play Music, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, and also Amazon Alexa. So go and check those out if you are a listener. And if you're interested in becoming a part of the FPS Guides community or perhaps even becoming a content creator, please hit us up at our website. We'd love to hear from you. We don't really have a lot to talk about. There wasn't really a whole lot going on. So what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about a little bit of the news. No rush. It's kind of like last week. A little bit of a no rush kind of a show. So we'll talk about some of the things that happened, and then we'll be talking about games for 2020 that we are looking forward to. We got Mr. Top Hat in chat. It's a Horizon Zero Bebop, so he's gonna be putting his little 2 cents on some of the games. I don't know if you can read that. You read that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Actually, you know what? This week is kind of a special week.
What's that?
It's the last podcast of 2019.
It is.
We should give out like some sort of awards for like 2019, like what we think. Because I don't agree with the Game Awards.
You don't agree with the Game
No,
Awards?
I don't agree with the Game Awards.
You don't think that Sekiro should have won Game of the Year or anything like that?
No, I don't agree with that.
What do you think should win Game of the Year?
I think it should have been Smash.
You think it should have been Smash? Why do you think it should have been Smash?
Because I think Smash has always been popular, but I think this version, this iteration of Smash, I think, I don't know, I'm hard pressed to think of people who play video games that don't play Smash.
It's like, it's one of those like kind of like I guess I don't want to say rite of passage because it sounds like really geeky, but it's kind of like one of those things that every gamer, like everyone who's into gaming, like I'm not talking they just like play mobile games a little bit, like anyone who's like into gaming either does play or has played Smash Bros in their life, like everyone. Right. And I guess
but I think it took it to another level. And then when I was asking Long Time the other day about is there any other like 8-player co-op, couch co-op that is as good as the experience that you can have with Smash, and it doesn't exist. Not only is there's not even a crappy 8-player co-op, much less a good 8-player co-op. Like they not only raised the bar for couch co-op, they just smashed it. Sorry, sorry for that corny pun. Sorry, that's a corny pun. But yeah, like to have 8 people, all playing locally, couch co-op. And playing a fun game where you're just like again. No, one more. Like people's got to go. Sometimes we're playing until 6:30. We're gonna after work, and they got to go. One more. What other game does that? Times 8. It doesn't exist. That's
not with like an 8-player like that. I mean,
that should have been rewarded. And you know what? It's rewarded today. FPS Guides, Game of the Year, 2019. My nominee is Smash Bros. Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Okay.
What's yours?
What's mine? I think it would have to be Sekiro, honestly.
Okay.
That's what I wanted to win, and it won.
Okay.
Like Sekiro is like, to me, it was kind of really like kind of raised the bar with those kind of like third-person action games, and it really showed that like that developer, that From Software, can do things that can make a game different than what they're used to, like different than Dark Souls or Bloodborne and stuff, but close enough that it still feels right by them.
Okay, I don't know how to make a poll. Right now.
Make a poll.
But we'll run a poll, and then we'll run it until the end of 2019, and then there might only be 2 votes, yours and mine, on there.
All right then.
But
That's the only ones that matter.
But we just need a third vote. Somebody to disagree with one of these two because
Someone's
we're
gonna be a
we're deadlocked right
Well,
now.
What if they have a game that they think is?
Only you, me, and Top Hat can
it's
put,
only those two.
I nominate, you nominate, and Top Hat will nominate.
Only those
we'll
three
put the post
nominees.
up. Yes.
You have another game you think is better? Shut up, I don't care.
Correct. And then, if you want another game that's better, get on the podcast.
Make your own podcast.
Correct.
All right.
That said, the poll will expire midnight 2020, so that way, we'll
announce it at the New Year's thing. Oh, well, there you go.
Grim Dawn.
No. He already said Sekiro. So.
Oh, he said Sekiro. Oh man, so we got two.
So Sekiro's game of the year.
Sekiro's game of the year. Then.
Sekiro's game of the year. Good job, Sekiro.
Oh, so are we still doing the poll or no?
I mean, we can do it for fun, I guess. There's other people.
There's other people.
There's other people in the world, I guess.
Okay. Can I ask a question?
Absolutely.
With my case, I kind of pleaded why I think Smash Ultimate is a game changer.
Very valid point. Yeah.
And it made because it has had such wide acceptance.
Mm-hmm.
People who didn't play Smash before, like myself
Mm-hmm.
and my bros and my cousins, we tried it, but we didn't get caught with the bug like it did, like this one did.
You didn't get into it like this one.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's varied acceptance. Had a wide acceptance, and it's 8-player co-op. These were things that I think are game changers. What is it about Sekiro that you love so much that made it a game changer? Because I can't play fighting games. I can't play. We tried Tekken. We tried Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat.
What you can
Dragon
play?
Ball.
What do you mean?
I can't go back. I can't.
Oh, you're talking about going back to like those kind of fighting games,
right?
Okay.
Like it was so good.
To
you can't go back.
Fighting games.
Right.
Yeah.
So what is it about Sekiro that really grabs you? That like what has it done?
I think
revolutionary.
All right, so in terms of performance-wise, it is like 100. Dude, it's 100% solid. Like I didn't
so
see.
Smooth.
It's like butter. I didn't see. There wasn't a single glitch. There wasn't a single bug. There wasn't. And like I've never even seen that.
Okay.
Like it was so polished. So like that's one thing. Performance-wise, it's gold.
Okay.
In terms of just like the way it presented the story,
Mm-hmm.
like awesome. I love the story of it. I liked that they really like they always had From Software has always been really good at creating a setting using the world.
Okay.
And or creating a story using the setting. And like doing it very well. Just by things that you may just kind of walk past. But if you actually pay attention to it, you'll notice that you're walking through in the game and you're seeing you're seeing a war torn battlefield, and you're seeing
so the details,
the details, the polish.
All right.
And the gameplay itself is just so fun. It's such a tight I love those kinds of games, that's the reason why I really liked God of War too.
Uh-huh.
Like the combat is really really tight.
Okay.
Like it's so well done.
Okay.
And I think that the whole package in total, like if it just being the game, of it just having like really great polish, really great performance, a good story, really awesome combat. And a decent amount of replayability too, which is what I look for a lot.
Okay.
Because there are like different endings or different things you can try for and stuff. And also with what Top Hat was saying, so the game is also fair. Like it's not like it's difficult, but it's difficult in the sense that it's still fair. Like it's not broken hard. It's fair, and so you can really get like the sense of like accomplishment or sense of like really beating something. Like that's what we always loved about From Software games is like, because you'll get into a place and like you'll find a boss and you'll fight him for the first time.
Uh-huh.
And then you'll go up to him and he'll completely kick your ass. And then you keep going a couple more times and he just keeps kicking your ass and you're sitting.
You
there
said a lot of words, but the way I'm taking it, they didn't do anything different. They just polished and made it tighter than anything else before. They made it super detailed, super polished, super smooth.
I mean, as far as what they do, it's different than like Bloodborne or Dark Souls because, like, there's more exploration. This is completely open world. There's more verticality to it, and it's more focused on the individual, like, because there's a set character in this rather than like Aaron would really like Dark Souls or Bloodborne and stuff because there's builds. You can create something from the ground up.
Okay.
Whereas this one, you settle into a role that the game gives you, but it's like a really interesting role.
Okay.
It's hard to pinpoint something like new or groundbreaking that they did.
Okay.
Because everything they did was new for them. It was different than any games that they made previously.
All right.
But similar enough to
Okay.
like you know that they're going to do it right.
Gotcha.
I guess. But yeah, I mean,
I want to try the game. But I'm afraid that I'm gonna
rage quit.
No, not necessarily rage quit, but it's just not my type of game. It's a single player, right?
Yeah.
I want to try it because it won Game of the Year, but I'm afraid I won't like it. There really isn't a single player game that I've.
Do you really like all that much?
I haven't. Yeah, I really haven't.
So
I'll try it once it gets to $25, which
Different
it kind of like hangs out at the $40 range.
Yeah.
It's been on sale for $40.
It
Once
should.
it's 25, I'll pick it up and I'll give it a try. But okay. But that said, I still want to put the poll up because
Different strokes, I guess.
yeah.
Finish God.
See,
Yeah,
that was a game of the year, and I couldn't even finish that one. I was like, because it got repetitive. I thought the enemies started to all be the same.
repetitive.
It got repetitive for me.
I don't know how that game was like not repetitive at all.
Okay.
All right. So, we'll talk about a little bit of the news. Some things did happen. This one is interesting as far as The Witcher. Did you watch The Witcher on Netflix? You liked it?
I did. I liked the first episode. Season 1, episode 1 was good. Yeah, I was like, cool.
It was pretty kick-ass, right?
Yes. Yeah. Episode 2 lost me. Patience is not a virtue that I have.
Patience is not a virtue.
No, I do. Let me rephrase that. I am impatient when it comes to entertainment.
I want to be entertained nonstop.
Not necessarily.
Hook
no.
me, don't let me go.
No, because then songs, they have what do you call that? They've got ups and downs. Ups and downs. Yes. That's what makes a song good. That's what makes entertainment good. There's peaks and there's valleys, right? Mm-hmm. When the valleys are too long, I'm done. Episode 2, what the heck happened, dude? They introduced this weird character. I was like, what?
The hunchback chick?
Yeah. And they spent too much time on this. I'm like, this is dumb, dude. The fighting on the first one, I was like, hyped.
She's so important to the story, though. Like,
okay, then
she's like,
make it obvious that she's important.
She's like. Let me try and think of like another movie of like, dude. She's like the.
Like Frodo and the other dude.
No, I mean she's not like Sam. No,
like,
dude.
Yeah, Sam. Sam's
like
super boring,
Sam.
but so important. Like,
dude, Sam single-handedly, all right, just did all that shit. Like all those other dudes, like the dwarf and Legolas and stuff, they were just tagging along. Sam was the VIP, the MVP of the whole thing.
But a boring dude.
But a boring guy, sure. No, I mean she's like God, what was her name from Game of Thrones? That'd be like she's like Dany from Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Like she's extraordinarily important to the story. But yeah, starting off, it's not like I will agree with you there. The show really does kind of like lose steam whenever it focuses on Yennefer or Ciri.
Okay.
Which is like Ciri's the princess and Yennefer's the hunchback woman.
Yeah.
So I definitely agree with
Ciri's
you there.
cool because they kind of they show how powerful she kind of is.
Yeah.
So I get that hint. They kind of allude to that. This chick got...
She's automatically more interesting because she's shown that she's like some kind of prophesized child and
like, she's got the potential to be a badass.
She's the chosen one, right? She's got some cool stuff going on.
Right.
But you're like Yennefer, like what's up with this chick? She's just some like disformed person who like hates everybody and hates herself and stuff.
Yes, a series like that with the sick action they showed in episode 1. The first episode. They need to show fight scenes like at least every 10 minutes. So what is it, like a 40-minute show, 50-minute show?
They're like an hour each episode.
All right, so give me 5 or 6 fights every episode.
5 or 6.
Yeah, they don't have to be long. Like,
just like
have somebody's head chopped off or something. Yeah, give me something every 5 or 10
kind of
minutes.
violent. Like he walks into a bar and starts beating the shit out of somebody.
Something.
Okay.
So,
okay. You know,
but when I'm 40 minutes in, I'm like,
yeah,
what the hell just happened? I'm done. I stopped it and retried it and stopped it 3 times, and I'm like, all right, I'm done.
I mean,
Done.
It's not for you. Like I already had that draw because I played the games and I read the book.
Yeah.
Like I read the first book anyways, and it is confusing, especially with the way that they give you the show, where it's like literally these like compilation of like almost short stories that just have massive time leaps each episode.
Yeah.
Like, cause you gotta realize that like these characters live like they like the main character Geralt and Yennefer, like wizards and witchers have really long lifespans. And so like the time frame between these things can be decades or even like 100 years sometimes.
Right.
So you're like, what's going on here? But that's kind of how that's how they gave it in like the book too. But it's a book. It's a little bit different in a book. It's like a compilation of short stories. It's episodic. Where and so yeah, it is confusing like in that sense. And then it's like they could definitely use some more action in there though. I will definitely agree with you there. They can use more action. Actually, I think Henry Cavill said that too.
So The Witcher himself said we need more.
He's
fights.
like he needs more action, and he's like I want to be able to use more. He wants to be able to do more Witcher shit.
Heck yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah, that scene in the alley with that thing was sick, dude.
So
I was like, oh.
Yeah, that. So like the Witchers have like these little magic spells that they can do, but they only show like 2 of them. But he's got like 6 of them they can do. Like he can shoot fire and stuff. But they never showed that. So like that's what Henry Cavill was like. I want to be able to do more stuff. I want to show more of those.
Yeah.
And like all the potions that he drinks and stuff. Like there's all these different potions.
Yeah, episode 1 had about.
It's all part of the game. So the episode 1 was really good.
There was like 5 or 6 fights in there.
Yeah, episode 1 was really good. They did a really
That's the
good
formula.
job of putting
Netflix.
it in there.
Stick to 5 or 6 fights per episode. Any less, and it's like, what are you doing, dude? You're in your own heads with your
or
artistic.
at least kill a major character every episode or something.
Something.
You gotta do something.
Oh yeah, there was shagging in the first episode too.
Yeah, it's been
that's the template.
It's been a decent amount of nudity in the show. Yeah.
All right, well.
A little on the Game of Thrones
It
side.
started off good, and maybe when I'm really really bored, I'll fire it up again. But
I mean, see, they're already slated. They already started working on season 2, like before the first season even came out. So.
But that means they start on it without even
without
knowing that how the reception would be. So.
But they're still working on it, so now that they have the reception of the first one, they can adjust accordingly.
Yeah.
And Henry Cavill, apparently he can be kind of a diva sometimes, so he wants not in an annoying way, I guess, but more in like a.
It was a garden full.
I want it to be like this, so this is what we should do because I read the books and I played the games, and this is what the character would do, and we should do that.
From the perspective
He's very
a filthy casual, right? As one who has never played any Witcher games. After watching the first episode, I was interested to go buy The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt and give it a try. That's how good the first episode was, right? And apparently, I saw something on Reddit saying that Steam downloads for The Witcher 3 spiked because
spiked a lot
that first episode was that good.
Because the show, everyone's
second episode was such a I removed it from my cart. I don't even want to play the game.
I don't even care anymore. Oh my god, dude.
No, there's something magical.
Your
I mean, from a marketing.
With the winds.
But isn't that a lot of entertainment is very whimsical? I mean, you change.
I mean, in its core, it is whimsical. I guess sure, it's just entertainment, but
that's this is what I'm feeling right now. Yeah, okay.
Just give it a chance. Give it a better chance.
I will try it again, but it's not a priority as it was.
Just do what Aaron does. Every time it starts getting a little slow,
fast forward it. There's something.
Oh, if they're talking, just do that, and then just get through it.
Okay.
You just watched episode 1 yesterday. Keep at it, Division Matrix. It's good. I liked it. Yeah, this show does have slow points, like a lot of shows do. But they're still trying to figure out what works for them. I mean, the first couple seasons of Game of Thrones were way different than the middle seasons of Game of Thrones. First couple seasons of Game of Thrones were very much about relationships and there was a lot more sex in it and just stuff like that. And then they changed it over, and then Game of Thrones became like really good.
I'm nerdy enough to love it, even if Sig doesn't. LOL.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Yes.
So you'll appreciate that. If you enjoy the Witcher series, like in the slightest, the books, the game, whatever, if you just think it's cool, you should like it.
Yes. Yeah.
So speaking of The Witcher,
hold on. On that note, the one that you guys had me watch, oh my gosh, the nuclear meltdown on HBO.
Nuclear meltdown. Oh, the Chernobyl Diaries or
Chernobyl. That series, 5 episodes done, and that's it. I love that format.
It was amazing. Wasn't it?
love that format.
No, it's like the show itself was really, really good though, wasn't it?
The show was really, really good. There weren't dead spots, and if there were, they were like crucial to the storytelling. Uh-huh. It was effective, and it was only 5 episodes. Mm. I love that format.
Honestly, I'm starting to get into that camp because I've noticed that Netflix has been doing that. Some of their shows, they'll come out with some like random like really bomb ass like shows, but they're only like 10 episodes, and each episode's like 20 minutes, something like that. Uh-huh. But it's like really good, and you're like, man,
yeah,
they need to do this more. I've noticed that a lot. Like when you when you like shorten a show up,
yep,
and you condense a lot of stuff.
Yes.
It's just so much easier to watch, I guess.
Yes.
You're just constantly glued to the screen the whole time.
And then you're not forced. Your writers aren't pressured to write fillers or do.
Yeah, they don't have to this
devalue.
We gotta extend to a 40-minute showtime.
Right.
We only got 30 minutes here. We gotta. Yeah. So
they don't devalue this precious product. They could just.
Because then you can just kind of like just pump it full of filler crap.
I love that format,
yeah.
And I'm okay with ending it. Hey, this is only going to be 5 episodes, an hour long, and that's it. Enjoy it.
You're like, that was good.
That was good.
Like, that was good. I really enjoyed that.
I want to see more of that.
You do that with The Witcher.
Yeah, I would buy the game.
If they did that with The Witcher,
if they did that, I would buy the game.
If it was just like, if they just had like a couple, like maybe like 4 episodes, but all of them were like hour and a half long or something like that, but they were all like
and it all ties into the game
packed.
So the people who've played the game or haven't played the game they'll be oh, okay, I remember that from the that'd be sick. And they could do that for a bunch of franchises. Yeah. That'd be really, really cool.
That would be cool.
But that slow stuff, boo.
Like learn to appreciate things on in little bits. Just learn to take it in a little bit like that.
Yeah,
it's okay. Anyways, as I was talking about with The Witcher, the CD Projekt Red, the developer of the Witcher series, has signed a new deal with Andrzej Sapkowski.
Uh-huh.
And for those of you who don't know who Andrzej Sapkowski is the author of the Witcher book series and the original creator of the entire Witcher franchise, basically. I mean, the whole Witcher thing, Geralt, monster hunting and stuff, that all came out of this guy's head.
Okay.
And then it was, adapted into a video game later on and became to being one of the best selling RPGs of all time. So pretty cool. But anyways, they signed a new deal with this guy. So following the relative success of the Netflix series and this news, it seems that a new Witcher game is going to be very likely, which is awesome. Everyone likes a new Witcher game. But likely will not see any info for a very long time because they're still working on Cyberpunk 2077 because that's going to be coming out soon. And they're most likely going to be supporting that for a while and only that so they can make sure that it keeps its success. So probably won't see a Witcher for a long time, but it is going to happen probably, very likely. That's what I think. Moving on, some suing actually. Valve is suing GESC, which is the Global Electronic Sports Championship, after learning that they failed to pay prize winnings and compensate the talent for their broadcasts. So we're talking about $750,000 in missed prize money and talent payments that were not paid according to Valve's estimates. GESC is a Singapore-based company. This is all surrounding Some Dota 2 tournaments in Indonesia and Thailand. Thanks, D. Poodley, for finding me this story. So, yeah.
Props, D. Poodley.
Props. I haven't seen that anywhere else. So, yeah. Pay your people, man. They're getting sued. They should rightfully be sued. If you don't pay your people, you should be in trouble for that because you're bad. Moving on, McFarlane Toys is going to make Cyberpunk 2077 action figures and toys, so that's going to be cool. You can start stocking up your nerd memorabilia on your little shelf. You have any nerd memorabilia?
Can you give me an example of something aside from
memorabilia? I mean, I have like a little
Spawn. Aside from Spawn, what else is McFarlane? I know that they have a lot of hitters. McFarlane, right? McFarlane Toys?
McFarlane Toys?
They're Spawn,
I just know that
right?
they're a toy company.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I automatically gravitated to Spawn. All right, never mind then. I might.
What do you mean, like Spawn? What do you mean?
The franchise?
Spawn? What is Spawn?
You don't know what Spawn is?
The only thing I'm thinking of Spawn is like the guy Spawn.
Yeah, him.
Oh, so he can't. They made like a toy.
Yeah, see, look at their logo. That's Spawn. McFarlane
Oh.
Toys.
I didn't know that they were like. I mean,
Am I that
I
much
guess they like
older than you,
they
dude?
made a Spawn toys, but I didn't think there was like they're like directly
No, Todd
connected
McFarlane
with
is the
Spawn.
creator of Spawn, and he made
Okay.
his name because of Spawn.
Okay.
And he's gone on to do so many other things, and now I guess he's in a toy business.
Oh. Okay.
So that's why I was asking. Aside from
Okay.
Spawn, did he have any other follow-up hits?
Okay. I've heard McFarlane before, and I was like, was director. I thought he was like a director of a Spawn movie or something. But
No, he created the comics.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense. Wow. So he
my
created the character or created the comic, and then I guess went on to start a private toy company.
I see.
After that. Okay. So yeah, all right. I guess those guys then. Yeah, those
Okay.
guys are making toys for Cyberpunk 2077.
Okay.
So probably some honestly really highly detailed figures.
Okay.
Yeah. You have anything like that? I mean, any cool little nerd memorabilia poster or anything like that?
No, I
I
don't.
got like a nice little figure of like one of the guys from Fallout. It's like a little dude in armor wearing a gun. Got like sitting on a shelf.
The most prominent piece of memorabilia that I own is Optimus Prime, but it's too big to put on the desk.
What is it, like one of those toys that, like actually transformed and stuff? Like,
Yeah, Transformers.
Oh, man, those were badass.
Yeah.
Dude.
It's too large to put on the desk.
I remember having those when I was a kid, dude.
Yeah.
Those were fucking cool.
Yeah.
It was like, dude, Transformers had like the coolest toys.
Yeah.
They were always the coolest toys, man. Yeah, I mean, you see my desk. I have a bunch of crap up there. I have a bunch of crap at home too. I just got a bunch of random crap like that.
My nephew for Christmas morning, he got a bunch of Transformers.
Oh yeah.
For Christmas still. I was like, wow, they still do Transformers.
Yo.
But the way they do them now is, I don't like
They
it.
kind of dumbed it down, right?
No, they made it's total opposite. You need an instruction manual to put these together, and they cheat because you got to take off pieces. You take them off.
It's not transforming.
It's not transforming.
It's a separator, not a transformer.
It's a separator, yeah.
Crap. It's like a modular. No.
Yeah,
No,
dude.
dude. I remember having like the actual truck, and you have to take a couple minutes to like actually transform and stuff. But once
Right.
you have it all transformed, it's freaking sick.
Yeah, like you take the arm, you swing it around, and then it'd be a
swing it
chassis.
around, extend
Right.
the little hands out and stuff. Then you put on their little gun or their sword or whatever kind of thing they got.
Yeah, but the new ones,
Yeah.
like it's so complicated
So
and
huge.
unintuitive.
Are they like big?
No, it was about this small
What?
or this big, and then
That's lame.
you got to take out the chest plate.
That's
Turn it
lame.
into
You're
whatever
kinda
it is,
like
and then
taking
use
it
it.
apart and then
Yes!
putting it back together in robot form,
It
man.
felt
Like,
very
you might as well
lazy.
do that with like a real car.
Yeah.
That's kind of boring. Well, lame. Okay. Well, if you're into toys, there's that happening. You guys remember the Doom Annihilation? It came out like a little while back. It was
Does it have the Rock on it?
no, that was the old Doom.
Okay.
That was the old Doom. I like that one.
I like that one
was
too.
cool. Yeah. No, this one was made by. God damn it! What is his name, dude? I'm just having trouble with names today. The guy. Oh my god! It's how do I not know his name right now? He's like Seth Rogen's best friend. He's like they're in tons of movies together. He's like really funny. And he's like,
See full cast and crew.
yeah. Oh, he's not in it. I thought it was directed by, well,
Directed by Tony Giglio.
no, that wasn't what I thought what the thing was. Well, maybe it was produced by him or whatever. I'm not sure. But anyways, yeah, Doom Annihilation. If you want to see that dumpster fire, it's on Netflix. It was really bad, dude. The thing that goes like straight to DVD, like it's pretty bad.
Oof.
Well, no, I think it actually was in theaters. I think it was just really, really terrible, and everyone hated it. And it was just shit. So, but if you like watching terrible movies and you have 2 hours to waste, go for it. Do you like free stuff? I like free stuff.
I do.
And for those of you listeners or watchers who also like free stuff and have a PlayStation 4, we have a free theme for you. Actually, courtesy from Wario64, but we kind of just yoinked it from him. So shout out to that guy. This is a free Ghost of Tsushima dynamic PS4 theme, which is the dynamic themes were actually pretty sick, you know, because it's not just like it's not like a static image. They like move and there's like music and stuff, and it changes all the little icons. So it's like a really cool theme. But anyways, you can get this in the Americas. There's a code here. Do you think I should just like verbally say this code, or you think we should type it down?
I'll type it. We could verbally say it for the podcast listeners, and we'll also type it down.
So, all right. So I'm gonna say this out loud for the podcast listeners. So either get a pen and a paper ready, or just rewind this later. So the code is BEFB AMNR R4F6. That is BEFB AMNR R4F6. So you go ahead, you go into your PlayStation, you go redeem a code, you get that, and you should be getting a free Ghost of Tsushima dynamic theme for your PlayStation 4, which is probably looks pretty sick, honestly. I haven't downloaded it yet, but Mr. Top Hat did, and he said it was really cool. And for free, it's probably worth it. And that's all the news. And we don't have any news. So what we're talking about now, we're just talking about games. So we got lots of games coming out for 2020. We have announcements, a lot of announcements pending, and we have due dates more or less finalized between now all the way to May for many games. For a lot of them, we're still unconfirmed, but most likely going to be 2020. So in January we got Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. I'm kind of excited about that.
Yeah.
That's like, it's like a Dragon Ball Z game, but it's like an open world RPG.
Whoa.
So like
open world RPG fighting game.
No, open world RPG Dragon Ball game. I mean, there is like fighting like in not like 2D like that, but there is like fighting and stuff. But you play as Goku.
Gotcha.
And like you go through literally the Dragon Ball story.
Okay.
But it's like completely open world, and there's like a lot of little quests and stuff you can do. Fly around, shoot Kamehamehas and fight against Cell and Boo and all that cool stuff. It looks pretty cool. Probably not gonna get it as soon as it releases though. I've always had kind of a problem with these third-person fighting Dragon Ball games. Mm-hmm. They just don't. They're not as like. They always seem much more like spammy than like Dragon Ball FighterZ, like that fighting game that we got. They always seem like so much spammier, like in third person, whereas like in second person you actually think more about it and stuff. So I always thought they were kind of weaker. February, we have the Bayonetta and Vanquish remasters. I'm pretty excited about the Vanquish remaster. I should probably play Bayonetta. I really like Devil May Cry. Just, I don't know. I haven't really felt like getting into it. I always thought she was kind of stupid with her like power being her hair. I was like, that's kind of dumb, man. Like, I thought it was just cool, cause she's got like a bunch of guns and stuff. She carries 2 guns, right? And then she's got like a gun like attached to her heel, Well, she like kicks. She like shoots the gun or some shit.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, but like her power being from her hair and it's weird. So it's kind of been taking me some time to get into it though. But her's really cool. And Vanquish is badass though. Vanquish is like, Vanquish like, all right. So imagine like Gears of War, but it's actually like lightning fast and not clunky as hell.
Okay.
So like you're doing like third person cover based shooting like in Gears of War and stuff. But you don't move like like an obese man on a walker.
Okay.
Like you move like you have jets on you have like this crazy like Iron Man type suit with like jets on and stuff. So you just like jet around. But it's actually it sounds fun. Honestly, it is a single player game, but it's a very focused game. It's on the linear side, but it's action packed though. I actually think you would enjoy it.
Okay.
It's just because it's just cool. What else we got? March is gonna be getting pretty insane because we got Final Fantasy VII remake coming out in March. Did you play Final Fantasy VII? Have you gotten any of the Final Fantasies, or was that?
I tried it, but I got bored of it. Yeah, that was Aaron. Oh, I see Neo 2 on there for him too.
Mm-hmm. March is gonna be a big month for Aaron, man. He's gonna spend like 5 years worth of gaming money on one month. Because he's like, oh, I only buy a game like once every blue moon, once every century.
Yeah.
I'm actually a lot more excited about that than I thought it was. I haven't played Final Fantasy VII before.
Okay.
The only Final Fantasy I played was Final Fantasy 15, which is like a lot longer after Final Fantasy 7. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the fact that it's not turn-based drew me into it immediately.
Yeah.
I don't like turn-based.
No.
I don't like it. There are a few exceptions to turn-based I will accept, and that would be like a strategy game or Pokemon. Like that's it. Like I've seen so many Final Fantasy games, and they always have the really cool cutscenes and really cool characters, and everything's always really cool. But then you like look at the gameplay, and it's just like, all right, what you want to do is magic, attack, bag, run. I was like, yay! Let me just pick something, and then let them do that thing, and then you can hit me, and then it's my turn to hit you again. And it was just boring to me. I know Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Eric's pretty excited about that one. I'm not super into some of those puzzly, adventure-y indie titles like that. I don't know. I guess I'm a little like you in the sense where I need some action. I need to kill something. I'm dead ass serious. This is the main reason I don't play
Shadow Tomb Raider.
I don't. No. I would play Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I would play Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
It's got too many puzzles, man.
All right. So
which is bad because the fighting is good on it.
If it's a puzzle, if it's like puzzles sprinkled into like an RPG or something, that's cool. But if it's just like a straight up like a puzzle game,
like Portal. Did you like Portal?
I did like Portal. I liked Portal for the I liked Portal for the puzzle, and I did like Portal for the humor of it, the kind of dark humor that it had. But like I would never say Portal's like my favorite game or even like top 20. Like
okay.
It's just something I played through once. I enjoyed it. Like that was cute. I'm done.
Okay.
But like I don't like sports games. I don't even like racing games all that much. And like honestly, I think it is because like I need violence. Like I need violence. I need to kill something.
So are you gonna get Doom Eternal?
Something.
Doom Eternal?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna get that game.
Yeah, it's gonna be freaking awesome, dude. Have you played the last one?
No.
I mean, you probably played the old Dooms, but like
I played the older Dooms, but yeah, I'm gonna get this one. I'm gonna get Doom
try
Eternal.
the last one, man. The last one's really cool.
All right.
You get the last one to like kind of get you into it, because after you play the last one, you're like, oh yeah, I'm definitely getting this Doom Eternal.
Okay.
Because dude, it's just like the music is just so freaking awesome. Like, it's just hardcore, just grungy metal music, and it just like builds up to it. They do such a good job with the music. It's like so cool, right? Just like it all just fits together so perfectly, and you just get like goosebumps. You're like, man, that was awesome. Like you're like walking through like some dark thing, and you hear like this kind of like almost dubstep like bass beat like just kind of like building up. And it's kind of building up, and then like you walk into this room, and then it's like a bunch of like demons kind of like jump around and stuff, and then the thing just like drops, and like shit just goes crazy. Like
sick.
It just drops, and the song just like starts going super hard, and then it's, like enemies start fighting you and stuff, and you're like, yeah, your guys just like, sure, let's go.
That sounds very fun.
It's really cool. It is really cool. It's just fun to play. It's even fun to watch.
Nice.
So definitely going to be getting that.
How about Persona? Are you going to get that? Persona 5 Royal?
Persona 5 was something that I was interested in getting, but I don't think I'll get for two reasons. One, I don't want that game on a PlayStation. It's one of those, I don't know why, I feel like that game would be perfect on the Nintendo Switch.
Okay.
Because it's a pretty slow, it's a slow-paced, story-driven RPG, but it is turn-based. It is not... Like, it's not... So I can't see it as being, like, extremely taxing on a system because it is turn-based.
Okay.
And because it's a slower burn of a game, I feel like I would rather have that kind of a game in a mobile setting where, like... Because I just can't see myself just, like, sitting down and playing that game on the couch for, like, a long period of time, I guess.
Makes sense.
It's like... And also, I don't think I will play it because it's an enormous game.
Okay.
Like hundreds of hours.
Oof.
Like, I'm telling you, it'll take you like 100 hours to just beat the game if you just ignore everything.
Oof.
Like if you ignore all the extra stuff, if you don't grind, if you don't min-max, you don't do any of that stuff, you just go straight through beginning to end. It'll still take you like 100 hours. It's an absurdly large game, and like I don't have the time. I don't think I have the time. I want to finish it before I have kids. But like if it's like a couple 100 hours, I don't know if that's possible.
Fair enough.
So yeah, Persona 5 Royale is apparently like this whole addition to the game, which is basically like the reason why it's such a big thing is because like it's basically so large that it's just like another game. It's a DLC.
Okay.
But it's basically a standalone thing. It's like a whole nother game. It's like the sequel to Persona 5.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
It could have been Persona 6.
Yeah, it could have been Persona 6, but it would be. It's kind of like there's Final Fantasy 7, and we like do what Final Fantasy like 7 too. Because Final Fantasy like 8 is a whole different story with whole different characters. So it's kind of like that. Persona's like. It's been like Final Fantasy where like each iteration or each generation it changes characters and story and stuff like that, but there are like main points that stay the same.
Yeah.
And so it's like that. Neo 2 probably going to be my most exciting game for March. I'm just ready for it, man. Neo was awesome. Neo was really cool. Like seriously, if you haven't played Neo and you like Dark Souls or Bloodborne or Samurai or RPGs or good games, you should play it because it's pretty good. And who doesn't like being a samurai and killing demons? I know I do. What else we got? April slows down a little bit, but not a whole lot. We have the Resident Evil 3 remake. I still have to play the RE2 remake, honestly. So I don't know how excited I am about that yet, because I still haven't played the RE2 remake. And I've never been like an enormous Resident Evil fan. I played one of them. I did really enjoy it when I did play it, but I've never been like a huge fan. But Cyberpunk 2077 is definitely my biggest, most exciting game of next year. Like, definitely. I love CD Projekt Red.
That's the Keanu Reeves game, right?
Yep, that's the one with Keanu Reeves in it. It's got Keanu Reeves in it. It's a show-in. It's gonna happen now. I'm ready for it. That's gonna be coming out like April 16th or something. Still too far away, honestly. Predator Hunting Grounds looks interesting. That's gonna be coming out in like late April. It's like picture like a PvP game. Where like you and like 3 other people are like Marines. You're like Arnold Schwarzenegger in Predator, right?
Okay.
You're like just going to the jungle and shit. You got like guns and stuff like that. And then there's like a predator hunting you down, and the predator is also another player.
Okay.
But the thing about that is you have very different abilities, just like in the movie and stuff. So like the Predator, you know, he's like all these high tech stuff.
Yeah.
And he's got like, you know, he's got little vision things that lets him like see through walls, and he's got like you know, he's got like a cloaking device and things to make him invisible. But like on the humans,
but he's outnumbered.
The humans, you know, you got more of you. You guys get a lot of guns. You got a lot of ammo and stuff. Where I think like the Predator is limited. I think he actually has to like. I think he has like that little laser gun on his shoulder, but he's actually got to like knife you. Like he's got to kill you.
I have to say
so that would be cool.
You get a taste of that with Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Mm-hmm.
The Predator is like a hidden.
Oh yeah, they did that, didn't they? They added Predator.
I had no idea.
Yeah,
that was a total surprise to me when I was.
Oh, you didn't expect it? You're like,
I'm playing the game.
What are you doing here?
And all of a sudden the music changes, and then the scenery, like it's just the whole feeling of the game changes.
God.
And now it's you and your. I wish I would have been playing co-op with my cousins.
Yeah.
But I was playing with the AI teammates, and we outnumbered them 3-1. I died like 50 times. He was pretty hard. But then but it's a computer. Then you get the pattern, and then
that's the thing. Like that's always the thing about like these games that have like, you know, computer enemies and stuff. It's like you can always. It's even like, you know, in Smash Bros. Like you fight against a level 9 computer. Like a level 9 computer has ungodly reflexes.
Yeah.
They never miss a tech. They never miss a parry.
Right.
It's ridiculous, right? But they're predictable. You
right?
know exactly what they're going to do.
But the first time you play one, you're like, "Oh my word!"
Yeah,
it was the same.
Time,
So when you haven't acknowledged the pattern yet. So having a human play that Predator, that sounds like a fun time.
That would be pretty sick, honestly.
That sounds like a fun time.
And so, I feel like it would be really similar to kind of how like the Friday the 13th game is, just, you know, more of an emphasis on combat. I told you about the Friday the 13th game before.
Yeah.
It was so fun, dude.
This is similar, right?
It's
like
similar.
a bunch of humans against Jason.
Yeah.
And then there's Jason's a player.
And there's Jason's also a player.
Okay.
The difference is, I feel like in Predator, it's a lot more like combative.
Right.
Or like in Jason, like you're literally trying to survive. Like you want to go hide.
Yeah.
And hope it doesn't find you.
Bro, a game like that is perfect because like people like June, who loves to Rambo.
Yeah.
He could play the Predator.
Yeah.
And everybody else who likes to play like a team can go against him. Perfect.
Yeah. You can go play Rambo, but you know, I think even a Predator, you might not even be able to go Rambo. You probably have to be
guerrilla warfare, like you gotta just hit and hide. Yeah,
because they don't want to make the Predator too OP, you know. So
I
feel like what they would do is like they would give him all of these tools so he can like be sneaky and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But you know, if they see you and they all four of them start lighting you up, I feel like you would die pretty fast.
That sounds fun, man.
That sounds
really. That would be really cool. Like I'm excited for that. As far as like it's a really good like multiplayer game. I'm just really interested in. In May, so far the 2 confirmed games for May are Marvel's Avengers. That's coming out May 15th. That looks pretty cool. I'm pretty interested in it, but I'm holding my reservations for it. I don't know. What it's going to be like. I have predictions. I think I'm going to be right, but it makes me sound like an asshole, and so I don't want to say it.
Say it!
I don't think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be like Anthem as far as the monotony and the replayability. I think it's going to be one of those games when you first boot it up or when you first try out the demo, you're like, man, this is so freaking cool. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of things they did really well. Like in Anthem, when you first play Anthem, like you first start it up and you first get into the suit and flying around and stuff, it feels good.
Uh-huh.
And it's going to be like that. It's going to feel good. And then you play for a couple hours and then it doesn't feel as fresh anymore. And you play for a couple more hours and it feels really not fresh. And you play a couple more hours and you're like, okay, I mean, that immediate excitement that I felt, that was it. That was the extent. You know, that's all they were selling me was that immediate excitement.
Okay.
Everything else is just polishing the turd, you know.
That's sad.
So that's but like I said, you know, that's my
prediction.
My cynical asshole prediction. Where I think it's not going to be all that great. Not that I don't want it to be great, you know, like I don't like seeing games flop. Like I play games, you know, I want them to be good. been around the block many a time, and like I'm just seeing certain patterns from the gameplay, like the trailers and stuff like that. I'm just like, because what they're showing in the trailers just seems like kind of a lot of the same. So we'll see. And then, but one of the biggest releases of the year, without a doubt, for May 29th is going to be The Last of Us Part 2. Mr. Top Hat put a freaking 10 out of 10 hype level on here. I have no doubt in my mind that his most anticipated game for next year. Pretty sure when he gets his hand on that game next year, we're not going to hear from him for like a week. So, me personally, I like The Last of Us. I thought it was a really good game. I played the first one. I thought it was awesome. Like, it definitely was deserving of being like, you know, getting all of its awards and recommendations and all these people sent, like, I mean, you've heard it. Anyone who's played PlayStation 4 has told you Last of Us is amazing. Like,
yes.
June has said it, Eric has said it, anyone has said it. NASA said it, everyone has said it, right? It's a great game.
Yeah.
For me, personally, it's not, like, a huge title to me.
Uh-huh.
I don't really have a specific reason why. It's just... It's like something I play through beginning to end. I enjoy it. But it's not something like I'm gonna like want to play through like many times. Like June and Eric both like beat the game on multiple difficulty levels because they enjoyed it that much, you know. Like me, I beat the game, you know, like start to finish, and I was like, that was really good. I really enjoyed that, but I'm done.
Okay.
And so, in that sense, this isn't the kind of game that I'm gonna get on release. It's definitely a game I want to get because I want to know what happens with the story and the characters, and it's obviously going to be a huge title, but it's not going to be a game I'm going to get on release probably. It'll probably be a game I'll get, you know, maybe even a year later when it goes down in price because it's going to hold on to its price tag for a while. I can bet money on that. So those are all the confirmed games for next year so far. We do have a lot of titles that are pending. Pretty sure they're going to be coming out in 2020. But the developers are pretty loose or pretty tight-lipped about it. So you have Dying Light 2 that could be coming out in spring. Super excited about Dying Light 2. I played Dying Light 1. I showed you guys it. Yeah. That's that first-person zombie game.
Yeah.
Super excited, man. That game is going to be awesome. I love Dying Light 1. So fun. Halo Infinite. Actually, Dying Light 1 is like, I think it's on sale right now, like mad cheap on Steam. I have to check, but I'd be willing to bet it's probably around $15 or cheaper on Steam because of the winter sale. I don't know why I'm saying that, but I just feel like it is. So if even if it's like $20, it's still worth it, dude. It's an awesome game.
Okay.
Halo Infinite should be coming out fall 2020 so far. I mean, you know what it is. It's Halo. It's a game. It's a series that I kind of fell off of as I was growing up, which is ironic because it's a mature game. Like I should be growing into it from childhood, you know. But like me being introduced to it from like the older kid down the block when I was 13, you know, and then playing it a bunch with like him and my friends and stuff growing up, and then getting to the point like where now I'm just like, yeah, Halo's cool and all, but it's just like another Halo.
Right.
I hate saying that because Halo's like an iconic franchise, but it's like it's just another Halo. Like it's not all that different every time.
Right.
And I mean the story is cool and all, but it's still not all that.
They need to unmask Master Chief. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They need to unmask him and.
I think the allure has kind of run its course, you know.
And make him a bad guy.
I think the allure has run its course. Nah, you can make him a bad guy.
You gotta make him a bad guy.
He's done all this good stuff.
No, but you gotta.
He's shown absolutely no signs of badness.
He needs to be.
That would just be like random. That would just be like Luke Skywalker's bad now.
First unmask him, and then make him a bad guy. Not too bad, but just he had to be bad for a reason.
Like the greater good, bad
yeah.
guy. It's like, yeah, we're gonna kill all these people to save all these people.
Right.
It's the greater good. It's what must be done.
That'll reinterest all the 13-year-olds that got introduced to video games because of him. So, because now those 13-year-olds are 30-year-olds. So, you know.
Honestly, if I was told that like Master Chief was going to get unmasked in a certain game,
exactly.
I would probably buy it because I wanted to see what happens.
Exactly.
I would at least watch that gameplay on YouTube or something.
Oh yeah.
Because I do want to see that. I mean, but I don't know. I mean, if they show his face, would he be as interesting anymore? Like, would he still be interesting?
I think so.
Would he kind of lose the allure of the mystery? You know?
The problem is he's already lost that allure. Because, you see a shiny gold mask and you're just like, oh, Master Chief. Okay.
Yep, there it is, Master Chief. Yeah. I think it's time. I think it's time to give him a little more personality. They've been doing that. I feel like.
Yeah.
We're kind of giving him a little more personality because in the first one he basically nothing. He's like he's a blank slate. For the character for the player to embody.
Yep.
But I feel like they could hammer out his character a little more, make him a little more interesting, make him edgy.
Yeah.
Make him like Jazz or something. I don't know. We have Ghost of Tsushima coming out summer of 2020 so far. Until it gets pushed back again because it likes to do that. Very excited about this one though. If you haven't looked into Ghost of Tsushima and you like open world games, I don't know how you haven't looked into this yet because it's really freaking cool, honestly. Have you looked into it at all? Have you seen the trailers, gameplay, anything like that?
Yeah, I've looked into it because you and Top Hat are really looking forward to that game.
Yeah.
So.
But I don't think it's necessarily your cup of tea because it's still kind of like a single player, open world experience and stuff. What's kind of like Assassin's Creed. You ever played Assassin's Creed?
I haven't.
I feel like you might like Assassin's Creed.
They should do a 5-episode miniseries on that.
Assassin's Creed?
Yeah.
They did do that movie.
They did the movie, but I don't think 2 hours is enough for character development. If you make it 5 episodes, an hour long each, I think I could get bit by Assassin's Creed.
I can get into that.
Yeah.
Definitely get into that. What did you think of the movie? Was it bad?
I didn't like the movie.
I heard it was bad. That's all I heard. It was bad.
I watched it, but I can't remember a thing about it, so I know that it's...
That's not good then. I was going to watch it, because it's like Assassin's Creed movie.
Yeah.
And then literally everyone's just like, it's terrible.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, well, shit, man. Now I don't have any drive to go see it. So, it's like free on HBO. I'm like, no. I'd rather not. So, anyways, yeah, Ghost of Tsushima, summer 2020. Watch Dogs Legion. Not super into Watch Dogs since the first one. I would like to play the second one. You actually probably like Watch Dogs too.
I bought the second one, and I wasn't really in that.
Really? I thought you might like it.
I thought it was...
What didn't you like about the second one?
Well, you're playing the role of a hacker, and it was...
Oh, he's kind of like an action hacker.
Bro, once you point a camera at a laptop, you can hack the laptop. That's dumb. That's so dumb. By looking at a laptop with a surveillance camera.
That's just super... This is really high tech, man.
What? Why do you even have to look at it? If you could... It doesn't make any sense. Why do you have to hack... You have to hack the camera, and you have to point the camera at the laptop, and then you can hack it. That makes no sense.
In the real life, you're like, let me see what's in range right now. Oh, look at that. Camera right there. Look, there's a laptop in range. Let me just go ahead and connect to that. Let me just hack into it. Or it's just like, no, we need to see the laptop.
You need line of digital sight.
It's like, all right,
then
so now we can send the hack pixels to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It lost me.
It's just science, man. It's just, maybe you just don't understand. But anyway, I mean, Watch Dogs Legion, it looks cool. The whole concept of being able to play as anyone and everyone.
Yeah.
Pretty cool too. But definitely not a game I'm getting on release. Gonna see what happens with it. Half-Life Alyx coming out March 2020. I just want to see what happens with this because this will be like the first Half-Life game to release.
That's VR, right? That's
in
VR.
like a long time. Yeah,
That's
it's
VR.
VR. It's like a fully VR title, which kind of sucks because like, all right, so picture this: people have been waiting for a Half-Life game since like so probably since like
Half-Life 2.
Yeah, Half-Life 2. So, and I don't know
how many
when
years
that
ago
came out. I want to say 06. Let's say 06.
Initially released
04.
November 16,
Damn.
2000.
I was going to say 04. I thought it was too old. So 04. So I was like 10 years old.
That was
when
15
game
years
came
ago.
out.
15 years ago.
That game came out when I was 10. But, so it's been that long. It's been 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a shit ton of time. And then it comes out, and then it's only VR playable. And not everyone has VR. It's expensive.
Yeah.
So, like, imagine the frustration from, like, a diehard, like, Valve or Steam fan or, like, Half-Life fan. Because, like, everyone in my generation who grew up on PC gaming is, like, Half-Life is is like Jesus. It's like top.
It is as good as it can
It's
get.
the top. It can't.
There it is.
Is the yeah.
But in fairness, they had no reason to keep making games because they dominated as the launcher for that long. Now they're getting challenged by Epic.
Yeah. Now they gotta step it up now.
So now they gotta
show people why they're the top dog, man. Why Steam is still the best. They need to show. So hopefully it goes good. I mean, man, it's like
it'll be good.
When I
man.
saw that, I was like, man, I really wish I was in a VR, dude.
I think it's
so cool. Like, why has it got to be so freaking expensive, man? Like, even like, I mean, you could spend like easily spend like $500 on a VR set, and that's not even like the best one. That's like just a decent one. It's like an okay one.
Yeah.
Like the good ones, like the wireless ones, is like a G.
Yeah.
And I don't think that comes to everything. I think it's a G, and then you have to like spend another couple hundred on the little hand controllers or something. So that would be whatever. The Rocka Blade Point. What one was that one again?
I just googled that because the name sounded
was...
cool, and it says it's a multiplayer Sekiro.
Okay, yeah.
That sounds pretty sick.
Yeah. So, yeah, this might actually be right along your alley then, because Sekiro looked cool to you, but it's single player.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did see this. I don't really know anything a whole lot about it because they kind of just showed like what looked like it had gameplay in the trailer, but it was more of like a cinematic like announcement trailer. So it didn't really show any like straight up gameplay.
Uh-huh.
It just showed little clips of things that were rendered in engine. It looks cool. I can see that being really cool, like a co-op Sekiro thing where you can fight big bosses and stuff together. But I mean, we don't know anything about it, honestly.
Yep.
Godfall, similar. Godfall also seemed really cool. A lot of people are excited about Godfall. And only reason all this excitement came from is just trailer. I mean, it's a pretty cool trailer, but like, that's all you really got, folks.
Yeah. From the Game Awards. That's when I saw it.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of people getting really excited about this. Like Deep Hoodley is one of the most critical people I've met about games. Like he'll say game is shit before I do, and I'm pretty fast on the trigger on that. Mm-hmm. And even him is just like, it's like, oh, this game looks freaking awesome. It looks amazing. And it's literally just a cinematic trailer. Like, you don't know anything what the gameplay even looks like. It could be chess. It could be like chess, and all the characters all the little play pieces look cool. Look, that looks cool though, man. Like look at that. I am excited about that. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. So Vampires was a pretty big game. Or Vampire Bloodlines has been a pretty big series, successful series in the past, and so now they're finally going back into the series, which is pretty exciting for a lot of people. I never played the Vampire game, so I don't really know what to expect from them. I'm guessing like a really story-driven, really story-focused like experience. A lot of talking, a lot of decision-making, but maybe a little bit of vampire powers sprinkled in. And then we have Empire of Sin. That should be coming out. We have spring of 2020. This one kind of seems like a top-down style game. Don't really know too much about it, to be honest. I know it's kind of set in like I guess like the 40s, 50s, like the mafia style, like Al Capone style stuff. But I don't know what they do. These guys I guess they're like. I guess this is like kind of like a GTA or something, but instead of being like like a gang, like nowadays it's like a mob. Like
that looks awesome.
That would be pretty cool, honestly.
Right?
I would like to be like more of like a GTA, but instead of it being like
that perspective,
instead of being like the current gang illegal activity perspective and stuff like that, and then it's more like like back in the days like trench coats and Tommy guns and cigars and like just mafia shit. That'd be really cool. Yeah, that's what I want. Wasteland 3 coming out spring 2020. That one I'm really excited for. Wasteland's for those of you who don't know, I've said it before and I will keep preaching this. Wasteland is the reason that Fallout exists. Wasteland was made by the original creators of the Fallout series.
The team eventually split apart. Some of the team members went on to continue with Fallout, and the other ones continued on to make Wasteland. Very similar game in concept. It's post-apocalypse. It's in America. There's a lot of mutants, a lot of weird creatures, robots, gangs and bandits and crap like that. But it is
It's top down.
It's a top-down RPG. Actually, it's turn-based. So it's you kind of have all these people like in your class, and you have like different abilities and strengths and stuff that everyone has. But the game is played in like a grid format. And so your enemies have turns and you have turns, so you have to move your people to get in the right positions and stuff. And I played the second one. It's actually very difficult. Like, it's tough, man. Like, I don't know if I'm just stupid with tactical games. Like, I'm not tactical at all. Like, I'm about as tactical as Santa Claus. Like, or I'm just like, it's just like really that hard. Because I felt like I messed up like one little thing making a build. Like when I first started the game out, and like I had to restart. I was like, I'm having way too hard of a time. Which is like sounds like a pain, and you're like, man, that doesn't sound like a fun game to restart. But it was actually really cool. It was really fun. The story was like really interesting, but it's like a huge game, and I really need to finish it. But it was just like one of those, like, dude, it is enormous. Just walking around, but it's not like, you know, walking around with like the little joystick and stuff. Like, it's like click on the screen and have your guy walk there, you know, that kind of stuff. But I'm pretty excited about that though. The Call of Duty Black Ops 5 could be coming in fall 2020. I don't have anything else to say about that. It's Call of Duty Black Ops. You know what it is. It's gonna have zombies. It's gonna have a story that's most likely forgettable. But multiplayer is going to be pretty good, and the shooting is going to be really tight, just like it's always been. It's Call of Duty. You know what to expect. And then last one for the pending games, I'm putting Skull and Bones on here. We still have literally no idea when that game is coming out. It could totally not come out 2020. But we're being optimistic and saying that it is coming out 2020. Maybe exactly a year from now, on the 27th of next year. Who knows? But that is a game that everyone has been really excited about, especially people on the Xbox train, because everyone's always looking for some kind of new game to play with each other. So this is like an open world PvP style game, but you're not like controlling like one guy or anything. You just control a ship. Okay. And like you have your ship, you have a crew, and then you like pimp out your ship. You know, with like cannons and battering rams and like, you know, paint your sails black or whatever you want to do to make your thing look cool. And then you go do pirate shit. You know, you want to go like that. That's what I liked about.
That sounds pretty cool.
God, what was it called? The complete brain farts all day today. The one on Xbox. It's like open worlds. You know,
the pirate one?
The pirate one.
Sea of Thieves?
Sea of Thieves, thank you. So, I imagine doing a lot of similar stuff in Sea of Thieves, where you're just kind of like scooting around on the water. You see somebody out there minding his own business, probably completing a quest, something like that, and you're like, yup, I'm going to fuck that guy's day. Like, yup, come here, dude, let's go. You and me. I'll be running away from you. I can just see all the shenanigans happening with it.
And with Ubisoft graphics.
With Ubisoft's, so a big money, big project, big producer, big developer. So that overall should have way more polished than like Sea of Thieves and stuff had. It just won't have like, you know, you walking around on your ship.
I hated having to dump out the water on that, man.
It was kind of a chore sometimes. You're like, oh my god, here we go. The guy, you know, they shot a paperclip at us. We need to fucking shovel out water for a minute and a half now. So, yeah, it won't actually be like that. I guess all the little maintenance things you have are your little crew to do stuff for you. So I guess you're kind of like a captain now, I guess. Yeah. But that would be really cool. I mean, I want to go around and do pirate stuff, shoot people. What's up? But that's totally to be confirmed. We're thinking it's going to be coming out 2020. It's totally up in the air, though. It's just an optimistic thing, honestly. What you got there? Is that a deal?
Yeah, Deep Woody was asking this morning for any computer deals on the Discord.
Oh, boom.
So I posted something up. It was an open box deal, but this one is on Woot. Anybody looking to start off the new year with a new computer? This one's a pretty decent deal.
New year, new computer. Let's go.
It's on Woot. It's Alienware.
256 gig SSD.
It's got a terabyte hard drive, 256 SSD, RTX 2070. It's not quite as good as the open box deal that I posted on the Discord, but I can't find a link right now. So
How open boxes?
I always buy open box if available because they have the same return policy.
It's never been you never screwed over on it or something like that.
Not once.
Not once.
Let me put an asterisk on that. I only buy open box from brick and mortars where it won't be too much of a hassle for me to bring it back if there's something wrong with it that
like
they didn't
like
catch.
like a physical store. Like
Right.
You go to like Best Buy and get it.
Yes.
Okay.
Because they inspect it and they'll give you. They'll say, okay, this is missing a remote, for example, if you bought a TV. But if it ever came into if the situation ever happens where there was something that they missed, you can always say, hey, I don't want it. Yeah.
I know no one told me this. Like.
Yeah.
Or it wasn't just yeah.
Like for a TV, for example, HDMI input port number 2 is bad, so I don't want it. Or I just don't want it. They have the same return policy as though it was brand new, and you save quite a bit.
Best Buy return policy is like crazy.
Yeah, it's really
Like
good.
I remember walking in there to go return the keyboard, and I was like going through my phone trying to find the confirmation number. I got my receipt on me and stuff like that. I brought it up. I put the thing on there, and he's just like, "All right, here you go. Here's your money."
Yeah.
I was like, "What?"
It's
like you don't need like my ID.
Yeah.
Nothing. He's like, "No, just need the card. Yep, just swipe the card. All right, you're good, man."
Which is why, if given the same price, I can find it on Best Buy and Amazon. Yes, it's more convenient that Amazon will deliver it to you. I want Best Buy to stick around, so I will buy it from Best Buy. I'll pay the 7% just so these guys stick around because it's.
I still just like going to stores.
Yeah,
too.
man.
I don't like ordering things online.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That said, I guess this is it. This is our last episode for 2019.
Yeah.
Next time we reconvene, it'll be 2020.
Yeah, so we'll see you next year, right? All that.
See you all
Next year, next decade too. Actually,
Oh, that is a new decade.
next decade.
Wow.
We're at this time right now where next year and next decade are all gonna happen next week. So wrap your mind around that one. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna go and end it out here today. Sorry, it's been kind of slow, but you know what it is. It's the holidays. Even developers need time off for Christmas and stuff. So there's not really a whole lot going on. But hopefully you found a little entertainment about what kind of games we're looking forward to next year and a little bit of the sidetracking. Thanks for stopping by. As always, listeners, we stream this podcast live every Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time at twitch.tv/FPSGuides. So if you are a loyal listener and you would like to move on to the visual world and see our lovely faces,
What do you want to
go ahead and do that.
What music? What tune? I was going to do Auld Lang Syne, but...
Big Iron, Marty Robbins.
Big Iron by Marty Robbins.
This is I don't know why that song came in my head. It's an old song, dude.
This is it right here?
Yeah, that's
All right.
it.
From Fallout New Vegas?
It actually is in Fallout New Vegas, yeah. It's one of the songs they put in there.
I'm feeling this.
Alright, guys. Well, alright, damn, folks. Gonna be closing out this here podcast. A little bit of Marty Robbins playing in the background. Remember to smash them follow and subscribe buttons. Click the notification button. Click the little heart button. Click all the buttons but the unsubscribe or unfollow buttons. Those are bad buttons and they will kill your family, so don't push them. You can check out all of our content currently on Apple iTunes Podcasts, Google Play Music, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, Alexa, and most importantly, our beautiful website, FPSGuides.com.
Also, check out our Discord. A link is in the description below on Twitch. So if you want to come in and play games with us, or talk, or drop a meme, or just say like fuck you guys and then disconnect from the Discord, I mean, you can do that. I wouldn't like particularly like it, but you're your own person. Don't forget to tell your friends about us, guys. Every follower, every subscribe brings us closer and closer to relevancy, and we want to be relevant, and you want to be relevant, because if we're more relevant, then then we have more time and more money to do more cool stuff. So, anyways, guys, thank you for stopping by, and we're going ahead and end it here. We'll see you next year in January. So, peace. Have a great New Year's.
Happy New Year, folks. Stay safe. And play games.
And play games. Yeah. Play. Yeah. There it is. Yeah.
Peace out.
Got it.